We had an announcement this week about £200 million being invested by the executive in small business and the economy locally. What do you think that's going to do in the short term?
Well, I welcome it in general terms, but I'm a bit scanty in the detail because there's very little detail attached, and we're a little worried that it's recycling money that is already, re-announcing money that was already announced, and robbing Peter to pay Paul in some cases. So we would be broadly welcome of any stimulus for the economy, but we want to be sure that it's a real stimulus, bringing a real benefit and real productivity.
And we're at conference here today. Obviously, you're looking ahead, you're looking to the future. What are you calling for within the executive and also at Westminster that you think is going to assist the small business sector?
We're looking for a much more cohesive strategy right across the economy. And we're looking for a hands-on approach rather than a hands-off or an arm's length approach, because we believe that politics should be taken out of the economy and the economy should be taken out of politics, and that there should be a united front politically in terms of job development and in jobs of economic development.
And in terms of your own party's department, which has control over planning, we're starting to see quite a lot of significant decisions being made and coming through to assist the planning and the economic process. What do you see going forward there?
Well, we were very frustrated because there are some planning applications that have been in the pipeline 6, 7, 8 years. And our minister has done a very good job in terms of clearing some of these. Now, they're very difficult to clear because, as soon as you clear one, some of the other developers then take judicial reviews and all the rest. But ultimately, we believe that we will get some of these through the pipeline and out the other end. And we feel that's needed because that in turn opens up opportunities. Once those plans are gone through, it opens up opportunities for the construction industry to get moving on them.
And as the FSB, we're obviously very concerned about public procurement, and we know that local authorities, local government have a great capacity to influence small businesses, but we're seeing quite a lot of poor behaviour, frankly, on late payments. Are you going to be able to bring some sort of spotlight on that?
I mean, we have already, some of my colleagues, including Mark Durkin, have already issued statements and made our position very clear. We're very, very anxious about government departments not paying in time. Cash flow problems are one of the big factors in pushing small businesses to the wall, and businesses can be profitable and businesses can be functional, but if they're not getting a cash flow and they can't get the bank cover, then they're in extreme difficulty. They can't make ends meet.
And you yourself as party leader convened a very effective economic conference earlier this year, actually here in this city. Do you see anything coming out of that is really giving cause for encouragement and optimism?
We actually had two conferences. We had the one you referred to, and then for some time before that, we had a food conference, agriculture and food, and both of them were very successful. We have tremendous feedback on them, and we see those as much, maybe perhaps should I say, a talking shop where people can share information and make connections. And then out of that, we hope decisions will be made. But we feel that communication sometimes is not as good as it should be between the business community and the political community. And we feel that if we have the odd event like that there, that it will allow networking and contact, and will allow the business community to get the ear, for want of a better description, of me and my colleagues.
And I see that you've also got the Shadow Secretary of State, Vernon Coker, here with you today. And if I can tie that into a question, you've been personally very supportive of the move to devolve corporation tax powers. How do you feel that that is moving in Westminster, and in particular, is the Labour Party supporting your position?
It's moving slowly, and I'm not sure the Labour Party is supporting us, but the thing is moving slowly. It's really the barrier is the Treasury, and the Treasury wants to charge us a ransom. The rough calculation, to my mind, is somewhere around 250 million if you apply the full whack of corporation tax reduction. But we wouldn't be arguing for a full whack reduction immediately. We'd be arguing for a phased reduction. But, having said all that, the Treasury wants something like 450 or 500 million of an offset, and they're making it prohibitively expensive. And quite frankly, while we could just about manage with 250 million being chopped out of our block grant, I don't think we could manage. Because when the 250 million comes out, it will be instead of grants and other levels at other support at other levels. So there will be some savings if corporation tax is reduced.
And finally, we are a few weeks away now from the autumn statement the Chancellor is making. Have you any inkling of what he might be saying to assist Northern Ireland, or anything that you're particularly calling for at this stage to see in that statement?
I have no inkling, and I can assure you that we will be seeking every possible support for business generally and small business in particular.